Hey everyone, in today's video we are doing a top 10 list of the most nuclear, the strongest, most beast mode, longest lasting fragrances, and I've selected these through going through my videos for the last several years and kind of scrolling through every one. So everything on this list will last 12 hours or longer. In most cases they'll last a lot longer, we're talking 24 to 48 hours. So we'll get going with the first one. This one is going to be Maison Kurkdjian's Oud Satin Mood or Oud Satin Mood Extrait. Both will last you easily over 12 hours. I own the original Oud Satin Mood. It's going to give you 12 hours. If you get the Extrait, it's even stronger than this. A ridiculously long-lasting fragrance, very powerful, a beautiful profile. It's a sweet, kind of vanillic, dark, sweet rose that's a little bit powdery, a little bit irisy, violety, and yeah, a little bit of a kind of a rich, kind of woody base, but it's lovely. Very, very long-lasting, very powerful fragrance. You only need 1 or 2 sprays of this. Next on the list would be from by Kilian. It is called Pearl Oud. It is quite expensive, but it's actually a very nice scent. I would describe it as a fresh rose fragrance or Middle Eastern rose oud style fragrance. The oud is pleasant, it's more mass appealing oud. The rose is fresh and very nice quality smelling rose, I would say. The oud is slightly animalic in the opening, but as it dries down is actually very mellow, very easy to wear. But there is a little bit of a funk to it in the initial opening. But Pearl Oud by Kilian is actually one of the better rose oud combos. Some of them are, I would say, a little bit redundant or tiresome or a little bit repetitive. This one does manage to smell very pleasant, very enjoyable, and yeah, I like the quality of the rose in this. I think the oud part of it is also nice. It's a nice smelling fragrance altogether and extremely long lasting. I would say 24 hours probably for most people for by Kilian's Pearl Oud. You will need to enjoy your slightly more Middle Eastern rose oud style fragrances. If you do, then that is definitely one you want to have a look at. This list would not be complete or completely honest if I missed this one out, because it's probably one of the most powerful fragrances that there are at the moment. This is one that I made myself. It's by my own brand, Centauri Perfumes, and it's called Elixir. And this is raw power in a bottle. I've had numerous comments from multiple different people that own many fragrances that say that this is the strongest perfume that they have ever experienced in their life. Some people are even scared just to take the lid off, it's that strong.
But this fragrance right here, you guys, we need to talk about it because, like I said at the beginning of this video, I will never ever again spray this fragrance in my house because this is explosive. Elixir is the right name to call this scent because it is the most potent fragrance I have ever tried. You guys know I have been collecting for many years. It's been about 9 years now since I've been collecting fragrances, and never in my life have I experienced a fragrance as nuclear as this. I don't even want to open up the cap because of how strong it is.
If you want beast mode, then this will give it you. The sillage is absolutely massive. The projection is huge. It is extremely long lasting. You will literally have to shower it off. If you like long lasting fragrances that will make a statement and blow up a room, then I've made it for you right here. It uses notes of cognac with a caramel and cedarwood combination, with a little bit of dark coffee and espresso notes specifically. And yeah, you're gonna get this musky, woody, sweet dry down. This one is more artistic, more niche. I describe it as a semi-gourmand. It's not completely edible, but there's enough kind of caramel to make it a little tasty. There's enough cedar to give it bite and make it a little bit more, arty and kind of niche. Going now to Xerjoff, we have the fragrance called Ilm. This is in the K collection. This is a fragrance that is really centered on oud. There's not really a whole lot else. You get an oud accord that is actually very pleasant, very nice, very mellow, very smooth, very easy to wear oud, and very long lasting, easily over 12 hours on your skin. If you want a straightforward oud fragrance with very little else, Xerjoff Ilm is one you might want to get a sample of. Next up is one from Amouage, and I could pick a number of different ones from Amouage. Interlude Man comes to mind, but this I'm going to talk about Goldman. Goldman is very, very long lasting. Goldman is soapy, powdery, almost like a fine talcum powder, baby powder kind of scent that is a little bit sweet, a little bit soapy, but definitely powdery, and is incredibly long lasting, easily over 12 hours, at least on my skin chemistry. If you like that kind of talc, baby powder kind of vibe, or kind of soapy kind of, it's a combination of soapy and powdery, then it's definitely one to give a try at least. Very, very, very long lasting. We're going to jump across to Annick Goutal with Ambre Sauvage. This one is really nice. It's a vanilla fragrance, predominantly with an iris accord and some pink pepper, so it's a little bit fiery and spicy and fresh in the opening. There's this kind of dusty, powdery quality, and then this very nice sweet kind of edible vanilla. It's quite a sexy fragrance, but it is very, very long lasting, easily over 12 hours plus with this one. If you like vanilla, you like a little bit of spice, you might enjoy the Annick Goutal. Next on the list is from a brand called Oman Luxury, and it's called Khanjar. And this one wasn't my favorite fragrance, but it is very long lasting, so I am including it to be fair. This is a sweet kind of funky opening that's a little bit like cheesy kind of civet smell, kind of an oud accord, like a Hindi barnyard oud, a little bit funky, a little bit animalic. So you're going to get this animalic opening that goes into this sweet, musky, animalic, chocolatey, woody amber kind of fragrance. This is kind of a praline note in there. It's slightly sweet, it's woody, it's musky, it's a bit funky. But yeah, 12 hours plus. Another one that you probably have to shower off, to be honest. Switching over to Mancera, this one was called Roses Vanilla, or Roses Vanille. This one is not my personal taste, I don't actually like it, but it is one of the longest lasting fragrances I've tried. Talking 20 hours plus in longevity. You're going to literally smell it the next day, you're going to have to scrub it off. It is a hyper sweet vanilla fragrance. There is a light touch of watery rose, but it is mainly a huge synthetic sweet vanilla, edible, you know, icing sugar kind of vanilla kind of take. But very, 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 very long lasting fragrance. The next one on the list, it would be Xerjoff More Than Words, which is a fruity, woody rose fragrance. It's quite sweet. There's a lot of fruits going on in there, but yeah, I would say a jammy, fruity rose with a woody base. You might call it a rose oud combo, but it's not distinctly oud dominant. It is quite sweet, like I say. But More Than Words is quite mass appealing, I would say. The projection is incredible. The sillage is very strong. It you know, it just wafts all over the place and leaves a really good trail. So the sillage is very good. And yeah, longevity up the wazoo. I mean, another one that you're going to literally have to shower off. And the last on the list, I'm going to go with another one from Amouage. This could be either or. Interlude, I'm going to say Interlude Black Iris. This one is somewhat like the original Interlude, but there is an additional note of iris, surprisingly. There's kind of an irisy leather tone to it. The blend is quite nice. I prefer it to the original Interlude, but this one is incredibly long lasting. It's a kind of an incensey, resinous, irisy, powdery kind of take. Like I say, it takes the original Interlude and adds, like you would suggest with the name, a dollop of iris. I get kind of a leathery vibe from it as well. But yeah, this one is hugely kind of beast mode, as is the original Interlude. And that altogether gives you 10 of the world's longest lasting, most powerful fragrances I have personally tried to date. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're looking for a beast mode scent, then one of these might be an option for you. I will see you again with another video. Take care. Bye.
But that